for the second obstacle. Okay, the second obstacle in being able to do Yichud Hamaaseh is ignorance of Hashem's mitzvahs and His Torah. Okay, so here Rav Miller has a short paragraph, sort of going from number 1 to number 2, where he a little bit elaborates. I think makes it a little clearer. Also, the first one was ignorance of Hashem, right, and the good that He does. Called. No. Ignorance of Hashem, but the Sefer had said, "So Miller says, until here, the Chovos haLevavos has been discussing a person who does not understand the benefits that Hashem has bestowed upon him. If he knew how much he's indebted to Hashem, he wouldn't even think of doing something for someone else. He would use all his efforts and everything that he possesses to repay his obligation to Hashem for the many benefits that He has been giving him. He has been giving him. Failing to realize his debt to Hashem, he succumbed to the first obstacle in the way.
Something happened to me, not there anymore.
Yeah, we're Langston's having some connection issues tonight.
So do I stop the recording?
No, just keep it going. Rabbi G, you're on pitch hitter. Go for it.
No, I'm not looking for Langston.
What's the
And
yeshiva studying this year?
You're up.
What's up, Brian Langston?
Yeah, he's trying to reconnect. His bandwidth is low. What's the yeshiva studying this year? What's the morning seder?
Learning Bava Metzia.
Is that the Talis one? Talis, the split Talis one?
Unmute yourself, Rabbi.
No, Langston back. We missed you for a minute, a few minutes, Rabbi Langston.
Rabbi Langston, you're muted.
He's on mute. We can't hear
Unmute
him.
yourself. And you're frozen.
I'm unmuted.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I mute myself. Still muted. I'm fine. Okay.
I guess we're playing.
Okay, so I'm just saying the line the Chovos haLevavos used at the beginning. The line used at the beginning here of the three things. The mafsidim was he doesn't understand Hashem and His kindness. And yesterday we were discussing how not understanding Hashem is a reason why you can't do Yichud Hamaaseh. You know, Yichud Hamaaseh means that my actions are aligned, directed to a specific thing. In this case, Hashem. But if I don't have a clear conception of Hashem, if Hashem's not so real to me, then obviously my actions are going to be less aligned to that. But he had said,
Rabbi Langston,
and here, even though we're starting the second mafsid, yes.
Try turning off your video. It might improve your internet.
Is it to help? Okay.
It should help. Okay.
All right. Good. Let's hope it helps. I'm saying, but now as we're going to the second mafsid, which is ignorance of Hashem's mitzvahs and His Torah, Rav Miller just has a short paragraph.
I think the I think the Satan is trying to infiltrate Zoom so we can't learn Torah like this. I don't know. Weren't we talking about this last night? The idea of like two Shvat Seder. That's something that the yeshiva kind of does or endorses, or it's more like a Hasidic thing. Rabbi G, you're muted. Can't hear you.
I don't recall the yeshiva having a two Shvat Seder. I know my father does it every year.
Yeah. Rabbi G, what do you guys do? You're on mute. We can't hear you.
We don't do anything. That's the issue thing. Never heard of anyone. Eat payroll. That's like the Mishnah says. Eat fruit.
I'm sorry.
Eat a couple of fruit, like the Mishnah says.
That's
Especially
it.
fruit of Eretz Yisrael.
My former father-in-law, he would do a whole thing every year. But it's like, okay, so you can have like cookies for like the wheat, and then you get the dried fruit. But you never have barley. You never have salara. So I
Barley
figured out
soup.
this year.
My father does.
Yeah,
Cholent.
I'm gonna make a cholent. This year I'm gonna make a cholent with wheat and barley. Be yotze on that, then do the rest of the fruit. So you also have supper. So it works out very nicely.
So yeah, my father would do challah, barley soup.
Exactly.
All right. My internet actually did fall into it. It's maybe it'll be better now. Okay, so top of the page to 35. Misha ain't even mitzvah of someone who doesn't have a clarity, doesn't understand the mitzvahs of Hashem, teachings, then his actions are not going to be miyuchad to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. She came and saying maybe an avodah, since he doesn't know the forms of proper service of which are the teachings of the Torah, and he doesn't have a clarity. Shema Torah is koshke until you have an ofne hashlamosam biyached levavi b'hem lelikim. Then he certainly will know how to do them in their completeness, in their perfection. If you have a lack in your understanding of your obligations, once you have a clarity and you know what your obligations are, we could discuss that you should do it single-minded to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and not for other reasons. But if you're lacking in your understanding of an obligation, then it's going to affect your single-minded dedication to Hashem. Whatever acts of Torah service he performs are intended for other reasons than serving Hashem. Doing it for a parent's sake, in order to cooperate for the community. Because he's unsure whether he's really obligated to do these things. So why is he doing it? So there's other reasons. There's social reasons that he's doing it. He doesn't even know what kinds of thoughts would prevent single-mindedness in the service of Hashem. If he would have known something about Hashem's goodness, since he does not know what this principle of single-mindedness demands of him in the performance of mitzvahs for Hashem, so let's do that again. Okay, so again, says the haLevavos. Someone who doesn't understand the mitzvahs of Hashem, teachings of Hashem, so he says, so therefore, his deeds cannot be single-minded, dedicated to Hashem. Why? She came saying maybe an ofne avodah sater, since he doesn't know the forms of avodah. He's lacking his understanding. So you have an ofne hashlamosam. If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, you certainly don't know how to do them in the best way. You're lacking in knowing that you're obligated to do it. And therefore, whatever you do is going to be lacking in its perfection. And this person, whatever he does do, any mitzvahs he does do, his intention is for other reasons than HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because he's unsure whether he's really obligated to do this. Right? A lack of your knowledge of your obligations only going to be factored into how you do it. And you may be doing it because everybody else is doing it. You may be doing it because you're afraid of being censored by the community, being ejected from the community. But you certainly can't do it in its most perfect way. Yichud Hamaaseh, if you're not sure that you're supposed to be doing it. And he doesn't know what will prevent him from doing it with Yichud HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He says, and even if he knows step one, the first obstacle is not obstacle, he knows Hashem's goodness. But he doesn't know. Okay, so there's HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and I know I owe him, but I don't know what I owe him. When Sha'amru, as Chazal say, Rabbi Nisim Bracha say, "Ein bo your an ignorant person can't fear sin. Landlord's chassid, nor can an unknown person be pious." You got to know the facts. You got to know the obligations. You have to know the Torah. You can't be Yoreh Chet if you don't know what the Chet is, and you can't be a chassid, go the extra mile if you're not learning it. So therefore, the second mafsid of Yichud Hamaaseh is a lack of knowing your obligations. And the third is of a hero hayetzer mischak shnei chalak. The third was the hero hayetzer. What did he say at the beginning? All right, let's go back for a minute. Shlishi had said on page 24 is hero hayetzer umizosay la'adam, the enticing thoughts of the yetzer hara. And it's persuasive suggestions to the person. But the Yitzhahara works on us being part of this world, causing worldly pleasures to become especially attractive. And distance us from being focused on Olam Haba, on our purpose for the next world. It works to get us involved in this world and make this world a goal. And in such a way, if that's my where I'm at, then my actions are also going to be tainted and going to be done for this world. So here he says, on page 37, thoughts that create doubt in his mind by challenging the truths of what the Torah teaches, and corrupt his emunah. So he cannot perform any mitzvah properly because he's not convinced. His emunah is weak. The Yitzhak causes him to have doubts. He's never 100% sure of anything he does. Even a person is absolutely firm, has lurking doubts in the back of his mind. And if so, it's going to affect how he does his mitzvahs. And V'chelik Hasheni,
so doubts on what? Doubts that mitzvahs are real, or doubts for where's the doubt factor fit working in here?
The way Rav Miller explains it, the truths of the Torah. His emunah in Torah.
You're saying if he's doing mitzvahs lowly shma because he's doing it for prestige or community, whatever, then he potentially lacks emunah that is
no. It goes the other way. We're discussing three things that cause us a factor or whatever factors that don't allow us to do our actions. Miyuchad HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The actions should be right. These are three things, three ideas that go on. This one is what the Yetzer Hara. If the Yetzer Hara causes you that you don't feel in the Yamuna being so strong, then it weakens your feeling of obligation, right? The weaker your Yamuna is,
I think we lost him again.
So am I sending you this year?
I'm sorry.
Am I going to send you this file?
Yeah, send it to me anyway. It's fine. How many people? I can check on YouTube how many people, how what percentage of the video they've watched. So I can. All good. I don't know. I think the concept of the Yetzer Hara in general is a very tricky concept. Like, where does the line, like, is the Yetzer Hara a spiritual force, or is it just us as humans and that's how it's playing out in our psyche? Like, I don't know.
In our psyche, there's this thing called the Yetzer Hara. It plays out like that, but it's.
But the Yetzer Hara has different effects, different people. Like, everyone has their own Yetzer Hara of sorts, right?
That's right. Everybody has their own challenges, yes.
Well, it's isn't that what the idea of you're supposed to use the Yetzer Hara to further things you actually knew on a Gashmias level? Like, yeah, if you didn't have a Yetzer Hara, you wouldn't.
There's some parts of the Yetzer Hara that are positive, right?
I'm sorry?
The parts of the Yetzer Hara that might be positive.
It's like the dark passenger next to.
Used in a positive way.
Right.
My
So,
internet for some reason. Yes, again, yeah, Ron.
We missed you.
yeah, that's right. We're discussing this idea of like the role
No,
of
I'm
the
just
Yetzer
saying my
Hara, how it
internet
plays out.
keeps on falling. I don't know.
Yeah, your internet's having trouble tonight.
So I'm saying that
Oh well, here goes again.
number one is the Yetzer Hara causes you doubts in your Muna, and as much as you have doubts in your Muna, that's gonna impact the way you do your mitzvahs, right? If you're less convinced you got to do it, if you're less convinced, so obviously you're not going to do it in its best way. And this second thing he's saying is, Shubayim might be derech hatayna v'raya. It comes to him with argument, proofs. Whatever you're doing and exerting yourself to do, for Hashem, is not obligatory, nor even worth of enthusiasm and energetic. Instead, the Yitzhak urges him to devote his energies to working on issues directly affecting this world and its inhabitants. In other words, not so much as Yitzhak weakening my emuna, but rather my emuna might be strong, but convincing me that I'm not so chayiv to do these mitzvahs, and rather don't be so involved with these mitzvahs. Be more involved in this world. And again, if I don't feel the total obligation that I'm totally obligated to do the mitzvahs, then obviously I'm not going to do them in their
It just sounds like it's a matter of conviction.
A matter of conviction. Well, there's like, it sounds like you're saying that.
This is this has been a very enlightening share. Anyway, so I'll just throw it out for the group. So this, and it just sounds like the conviction. Like, if you're saying, oh, the Yetzer Hara has caused me to doubt or misbelieve, it sounds like that is actually a core tenet of a person's individuality, that they don't necessarily believe what is going on. Which is, I don't know. It's the idea is doesn't sit very well with me.
Hello.
Hi.
Reganovsky.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you. I just keep on. My internet is not good today. Maybe do Perik Hamishi over here.
Let's we'll call it tonight and try again tomorrow. What do you say? It's already 9:30 or 40.
Howard, stop.
You want to stop now? We could stop now.
Let's stop now. We'll go back to
No.
Okay, I should text everybody.
All right, Mitzvah Hashem tomorrow. I hope tomorrow things will be better. Okay, sorry. I